here in the city, our office is in the city, they'll say, I don't know what you can do about this, but we have people we are personally connected to as staff that are housing, that have had to flee the city, and they're now housing 20 or 30 people. So small churches or relatives or, are overcome by, families or relatives, that they can't, that need help. And I said, well, I need some information. And I got it within a day. And so this morning, I have sent out to some of our key partners to say, can you help? Because it's outside of our budget line, it's outside of what we directly do. So this has to be something that we have to put out there, and we are not an organization that does appeals. We look for investors, and they largely come from clubs such as yourself by speaking, or from the agricultural community, as I say, in St. Catharines. We get quite a lot of money from the St. Catharines area, but a lot of that money would come from like individual farmers, because there is a lot of wealth, as you know, in St. Catharines. And we do come from that Mennonite farming community. So so we get a lot of that. So for us, and we would never ask for, if we're even in the relief response, if you're going to give money beyond 3 months, you have created dependency. So for us, it would never be beyond 3 months. Right now, we have a direct engagement with about 1,000 displaced families in about 4 areas outside of the Port-au-Prince area. And we are looking for about $100 per family.
That would last how long?
We would think that would last to 2 months.
Wow. For food?
For food and basic hygiene and food. So that is our direct mission that came this morning, and it was hard to hear. It was hard for us to hear because it's not a story we like to have.
Do you ever use missionary international flights?
They used to bring my mail when I lived there in the 80s.
Yes. No. We don't actually qualify for some of their terms because we're not a mission.
But we are looking to reapply.
We are meeting them on Tuesday.
Meeting them on
We know who
Tuesday.
they are,
Yes, I had dinner with is it Randy and his wife Judy last week. So we're going to go check them out on Tuesday.
So yes, we are faith-based, but we do not present ourselves as that in Haiti. That would be a disservice. I would say Haitians are quite resentful of that kind of approach. So yes, we know. I say we don't preach the gospel; we are the gospel. Is it MFI or?
That's what she's talking about.
Yeah. Well.
MAF.
And then it's MAF that has ceased flying.
Yeah.
So they have terminated all their flights. So it doesn't affect us because we are registered because we're a Haitian organization with the United Nations, and so they fly us at no cost to areas that
It's too dangerous to drive.
Because it's too dangerous to drive. So we are privileged in that way.
Is there a flight pattern or helicopter landing in those remote areas?
Yes. Yeah. So you just, in times of crisis, and again, we've been there a long time, so we kind of know, as Ruth used the term pivot, we have learned how to pivot and how to stay safe. We have, our mother started a guest house in Haiti, a small kind of one house for about 20 people. We developed into an 80-bed guest house, and but we really haven't had any business since 2018. And but we stay alive. It's still there. We do a lot of Haitian weddings and Haitian events. We can do quite gala events, but we're in a kind of not a desirable area. But we are there by reputation because we've been there almost 40 years. So I say to our staff, so what has kept us safe? Even though I kind of know, I like to hear them say it. They said, because we have no business. Well, the gangs won't approach you if you have no business. So there's a blessing and a curse in having no business.
Well, what else does Veniel say? Why are you safe? What does he say?
he says that we do have the armor of God around us.
Yes.
It's like we have a shield. We have, he says, I can't explain it outside of that.
Are you on the coast or in the mountains?
The coast, no. We are, no, we're not in the mountains. We're in Port-au-Prince. And,
Well, your base is in Port-au-Prince, but your work is all.
yes, our work is all in the mountains. But our office and our guest house is about 10 minutes from the airport. You don't want to be on the coast in the city because that is where the slums are. Because Haiti is mountainous, when it rains, everything, garbage and torrents and everything go to the coast. The resorts are north of Port-au-Prince, about 2 hours north of Port-au-Prince, and they're currently being attacked, ransacked
Wow.
by the gangs. So we sit in our kind of red zone area with no business and with the arms of God around us.